He's calling Reese the fucking criminal guy. He's putting himself on this huge pedestal and virtue signaling. But then he's doing some of these same things that he's accusing Reese of. Hey, do you know how to cut brakes? We're gonna fuck up this guy Blank's car because he was bleeding Blank and shit. What the fuck? Without showing up to her house and leaving that at her door.
Exactly.
Hit and runs, cutting brakes, and wanting to get people to rob houses. That, my friends, is a criminal. So this is him talking about Dreasy, who we're about to be talking about some. All right, I got you. Okay. So about this Dreasy guy, is Dreasy a criminal outside the DUIs and like having involvement in like the scamming you out of those 2 joints? Is he like a criminal outside of that?
Yeah.
Like how so?
We went to. It's actually really funny, like to say out loud because of where we went. We went to church camp. I went to church camp with him, and on the way home, and keep in mind, this was his mom's birthday, by the way. It was his mom's birthday that day. He was borrowing his mom's car. He drank like a pitcher of beer, and then we started driving from Flagstaff back to Phoenix, right? On whatever freeway that is, I don't remember. Mm-hmm. But he's like cutting up, driving in the like the super lanes, and then we pull up, and he side swipes a box truck and runs, and the box truck hit right where I was like sitting. Like if it was not his mom's car, if we were in his Volkswagen.
Is he literally just saying that isn't if this like when you read these messages, he is literally describing exactly what he did himself apparently.
So these are between Dreasy and Z-Man. This is also an update to the stuff with his girlfriend, which I will show a clip from after I pull all these up, because there are some aspects of that do feel like he's telling on himself. Specifically, when I ask him, how long had you guys been broken up before you left a note on her car? Now, the excuse that he gives is that he was unable to contact her in any way. That's interesting. Why not just get a friend, a mutual friend, to contact her? Why not get someone else to contact her? Why did you have to go to her house almost a year after you had broken up and leave her a note at her door? There's also been an allegation that that Z-Man destroyed her car, put sugar in her gas tank. Again, that's just an allegation. Yeah, I got you. So, how long had y'all been broken up when you left that note on the car?
I left that note on 12/12/24, and this happened to 8/24. So it was about 10 months later, in a few days.
10 months.
10 months and 3 days, I think.
And again, the ex accused him of stalking her. 10 months later, leaving a note on somebody's car. Interesting. Okay, so it was almost a year after y'all broken up.
Yeah, it was almost a year before the like full split, no contact. The thing goes on with the other chick. Then they got in contact with each other. So I left a note clarifying that, hey, that...
Does this guy have a thread, by the way? Because I wouldn't be surprised if he had a thread. Fatrick, as our current resident farmer in the chat, does this guy have a thread?
Girl cheated. And this whole thing now she's spewing is nonsense because she got caught. No, it was crazy. I don't like, this is just my word of mouth, but this is like what happened the night we exposed.
So this is an interesting thing too.
She like full blown had like a mental breakdown, threatened to kill herself. She said that me and Dreasy like forced her to do things and like he put guns to her head and stuff. This is what the girl was saying to her boyfriend after she like shut the door in Dreasy's face. Dreasy stayed outside and was listening to her lie to him because he was there to help move her stuff. Because Aiden, shit, I shouldn't have said the guy's name. The boyfriend shouldn't have. He was gonna kick her out, but then she grabs him. She slams the door in Dreasy's face, and then she starts saying all this crazy stuff. She threatens to kill herself. She's like, "I'm literally gonna come." Like that's what she was saying. Obviously, I don't got any proof. There's no proof of this. This was something that happened. Dreasy was out the window listening, and he was texting me, and I was sitting at the table with like 2 friends of mine at that time. They're both still my friends actually. That the one there was one that's like I don't really talk to, and there's another one that's like I'm still friends with her. And yeah, we were getting the sauce like live because I didn't go. I didn't want to be there, but yeah. So
And so
that whole thing happened.
right. So you had friends go to her house? It's a little odd. Right.
I don't got proof though, but yeah, then she got in contact with my ex, and that was a whole thing. So I had to leave the notes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I still got them.
So like, were you just unable to get into contact with her, or like, what was the?
Well, yeah, she got me blocked everywhere. So, and like including the phone, like, so I couldn't like text her, I couldn't email her, I couldn't do anything. I had
So
to,
there's
if I
his
wanted to give her the
excuse.
information, I would have like that was the only thing I had to do. It also it might.
Interesting. Doesn't make a ton of sense though, because again, you can just get a friend to contact her. You can get anyone else to try to contact her and say, "Hey, Z-Man needs to talk to you. Like, this is really serious. I know that you don't want to talk to him, but this is really serious."
My defense, she would leave me notes, so this wasn't like an uncommon thing. Notes aren't a new thing between me and this girl. Like, we would leave each other notes, and like, so I left a note.
Yeah, isn't it weird that he said blacked instead of blocked?
Left the other girl a note too, because like I apologize. So I have both the notes. If I have to release the other note, I will, but I kept it under wraps for the sake of that person's privacy, because I won't say too much more. But all I'll say is after she.
And then he gave a note to the girl that he had sex with, who he found out was cheating on her boyfriend. But he gave her a note and was like, "Yeah, that's like bad or something." I don't know, dude. I don't know. These are messages allegedly between Z-Man and Dreasy. Let's check it out. Reese, what's good? Worst case scenario, we transfer the vehicle in my name and I put it in a spot. Go tell your mom, remember, you don't have to answer your door to the police. Now, what are the context of these? I'm sure you're asking, because it's like, what the fuck? This doesn't sound very good. This doesn't sound very good. Well, Z-Man was involved in a hit and run. Allegedly. Again. And when I say a hit and run, I don't mean doo, doo, doo. I mean, hitting someone's car and then leaving, right? Which is a criminal act, right? And it's very, normally that's not a big deal. Like, it's very inconsiderate. It's a shitty thing to do. But it's like, the fact that he is saying to Reese, like, he's calling Reese the fucking criminal guy. He's putting himself on this huge pedestal and virtue signaling. But then he's doing some of these same things that he's accusing Reese of. I'm at work right now. Blank apartment is right next to my work. The van is parked there, so it's hidden. None of the ops know where blank lives. I'll talk to my repair guy and get a quote. I don't think the cops are going to do anything, but just in case, I think you might have to pick me up if we hang out for a little while. Just until I get the van fixed and can change the license plate. Changing the license plate. I mean, this is like, dude, just pay the fucking costs, man. I should change the plate number, but I don't think anyone knows the number. Until blank took a picture of it or something while I wasn't looking. Who's blank? So are you saying that you know who you hit and run? Interesting. Let's look more into this. If they have a lead on a hit and run, I would assume they would obviously look into previous reports, and I'm sure that she gave details. So once they locate that, they get the description and start looking into people. You don't have a red van registered under your name. You should be fine, but then again, maybe blank remembers it's still in your parents' names. I think I said I got the title transferred, but I actually didn't. I just got insured. Lol. Does she even know your address? Are you guys starting to figure out who is being described here yet? Are you guys starting to figure it out? Or have you always just took her there? So it's a woman that Z-Man has prior history with. I wonder, and has taken her to various places before. Sounds like they have history. They potentially know her parents' names, his parents' names, sorry. Who could they be talking about? I wonder. Can you guys guess? Can you guys guess in chat who we're talking about here? So then I've sent her my address. For fuck's sake. Dude, blank broke her foot in the accident. So there was an injury. Holy fuck. Does she have insurance? Yeah, she's good. It's just a hairline fracture at the top of her foot. When it happened, I didn't know she played it off. The pain tolerance is crazy. Must have been a hard-ass hit, too. Yo, do you want to go half on hiring Blank's dad to rob Blank's house? His ex? I don't know that for sure, but I'm almost positive that that is who they're referring to here. Hopefully we'll get confirmation tomorrow night. Or from Joey. I know that Joey's listening to the stream, but isn't able to talk right now. Let me ask him.
I'm going to go for the night. It was good shooting the shit with you, Himpleton.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll have to do more of this soon. All right, man.
Yep.
Have a good night.
You too, man. And but I mean, even without all of that, look at this. Do you want to go half on hiring Blank's dad to rob Blank's house? Reese, the alleged gigantic criminal, says, "What the fuck? Look up how many years that'll be if we're caught being accomplices. He won't get caught. Why would we get Blank's innocent dad robbed? He's robbed like 30 houses. No one else did anything but Blank. No, I mean Blank house. Like the ex, maybe. But just her stuff. Blank's family has a lot of guns and 3 dogs. Okay, just the shit out of her house, her dad's house. She has nothing at her dad's. I say hell no. You're way too invested in this situation. If we get charges for the crash, then maybe I'll change my mind. I'm asking on behalf of Blank. This is not my idea. Okay, bet. No, definitely not. If we get charged, for sure. Good to know we connected like that? Question mark? Yeah, bro. Blank's dad loves me. He'd definitely do it. He thinks I'm funny. I got people online and on the street. I've been outside for like 4 years, man. Come on. I really hope the Doxman guy clutches up. Dude, we got the connections. Major connects. All over the place. Motherfucker, I had people in Illinois. Guy came within an hour and saved our asses, man. That was an old school Uncharted connection too. I met Blank before I met Blank or Blank Blank. Blank was the second ever YouTube person I ever connected to. Uncharted YouTube. This has to be like 2017. It's poetic because if I didn't met him, I don't know if anything I have now would exist. Butterfly effect, bro. We should have scammed him. Lamau. He did tax the fuck out of me. Dude, it's not our fault he got charged. We paid for the hotel in full. He should have disputed the charges. Shit happens, man. I'm honestly pretty nostalgic for that time period right now, not gonna lie. Everything was so much simpler back then. Dude, Blank either made up that they charged him or he's the biggest retard ever. You ever gotten a $200 charge and just let it slide? Hey, I didn't say he was the perfect human being. I know, but $200. It really didn't make sense. But honestly, with the bullshit we were doing back then, that was probably karma in action. Back then, everything was so shit. Or back then, everything was so much more high school, post-high school shit. Now everything is weird and adult. No, dude, no, we were on a good streak. What do you mean, good streak? Straight up cannot believe that we ever had to pay an additional $200 on top of the final price of $400. Streak. Dude, no bandos almost all year 2023. Oh yeah, true. That was 2022 when we did that shit? Mostly, yeah. Bro, what fucking year did we met? 2022. Honestly, we did a lot of bad beginning of 2023, but that's about it from May to December. We were good boys. It's been a long ass time, man. Craziest random met up at a boba shop ever done. 2 years, bro. That shit is crazy, bro. The last month and a quarter hasn't felt real. Everything is so surreal recently. Hopefully Chicago is a good reset for both of us. I might need to book my gun through you in baggage. Since on paper it is yours. Maybe, I don't know. Our flights might not even let us. Shit, bro. This time next week, we will be sleeping in the rack. Bro, don't get us arrested on accident. Nice ass hotel. Why are they bringing a gun on this trip? Hell yeah, bro. Breakfast and shit. We're gonna be living. I haven't gotten the rental yet. Dude, I'm so hyped up for rooftoping. Low-key more hyped for that than the concert. It's gonna be insanely sketchy. I want to do something sketchy after everything that's happened. I'm really hyped for the concert, by the way. Thank you for choosing me to be the... And then we don't have the rest. We going everywhere. We've got to find another broad we're friends with. I'm gonna miss that dynamic low-key. But yeah, we going to the moon, mark my words. I don't know, bro, you might try to smash her. Just invite Blank out more. Nah, she's way too big. Also, she's like my sister, bro. Dude, invite her out. No more dirty-minded shit. I think Blank will be a better fit. We just don't bring her into any abandoned buildings unless it's super easy to get in. I don't think we're going to bandos anytime soon. Hey, do you know how to cut brakes? We're going to fuck... What the fuck? Hey, do you know how to cut brakes? We're going to fuck up this guy Blank's car because he was beating Blank and shit. I'm not asking you to go. I'm just wondering if you would know how to do it. Never mind. I'll figure it out. I really don't. You're good. Hey, and then so the cut brakes. That's attempted murder, bro. Stay the fuck out of that shit. Not gonna do that. For real. Then this is, I'm assuming the phone, or it's the, okay, it's the contact. It's the contact. I'm assuming that's Z-Man holding the Nokia. Then we have, who is Blank? The ex that accused him? Blank is his homegirl, aka sister that he claimed. Oh, okay. Is that the fat girl who gave him chlamydia? Blank is the girl who accused him of rape after we exposed her cheating to her boyfriend. No, that was Blank gave Z-Man chlamydia. So they wanted to rob Blank's house? Yes, for the accusations of rape against Z-Man. Hit and runs, cutting brakes, and wanting to get people to rob houses. That, my friends, is a criminal. That, my friends, is a criminal. Can we agree on that? So, tell me about Z-Man buying a gun from you, or did he just buy a gun? How did that work? What was that whole thing?
So, let me pull up the details. I I asked Z-Man if it was cool if he would, because I was not 21, if he could buy me a pistol for my 21st birthday. Because I guess I wanted it before, or I didn't want to wait. Um, and he was down for it. That would have been Saturday, August 3rd of 2024.
Okay.
I don't know what time. I mean, I would assume it would probably been like 2 p.m. Unfortunately, I don't have a transaction history because I guess Zelle only goes back like 18 months.
Got you. That's fine.
But
But so that was him buying you the gun, right?
yeah, like in his name and everything on paper, legal paperwork, it's literally his gun, but he gifted it to me.
But so does he own a gun too in addition to that?
from from my understanding, it doesn't seem like he does own his own firearm. It just on paper legally, it just like he just owns this one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got you.
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so one of the things that I've heard floating around that you talked about a little bit, was Z-Man ruining his ex's car, the one who accused him of rape. What's the deal around that?
So I'm gonna start off by saying I don't have like legitimately any proof, so I'm gonna have to straight up Z-man this.
That's fine.
Um, Basically, he told me in person that he went to his ex's house like masked up and put a rock and some sugar in her gas tank of her Ford Fusion, or I think it was a Focus.
Okay.
And I wanted to talk to her about it and like confirm details because at the time, I mean, I haven't talked to like her in years.
Got any new beats cooking?
Um,
Big fan of
so
College
I
Party.
actually called her what would have been this Saturday, like what, like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and she said that her car stopped working because it had like transmission issues, but like seeing like kind of like the timeline around that, I think her car genuinely just stopped working because of the bullshit in her gas tank.
So, do you know around when that was?
Oh fuck. Honestly, no. I was trying to get like a timeline of it, like trying to find like a text or some shit. But I would estimate that would have probably been like late 2024.
Okay. Okay, late 2024. And so it would have been like months and months after they broke up, right?
Yeah, months and months after they broke up. Like not even like contacted or anything. I think it was like I know it was like retaliation for something. It might have been like the Twitter allegations that she did. I just don't know when she said that, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm sure I could find that if I looked.
Um, no, I have like a rough timeline for it. I know, I mean, the point is, it was months and months after they broke up, so he was still like doing retaliatory bullshit, like
Yeah,
way after.
100%.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I believe it would have been after the letter too. Or no, before the letter.
Before the letter. Okay.
Probably.
Gotcha. Okay.
Um,
And
who
so,
knows? I don't know.
so one of the things that he alleges against you, that Z-Man alleges in the interview that I had with him, is he talks about like urbexing with you, and he says that he never broke in anywhere, but you would crowbar places. And so what I wanted to ask is, did he ever participate in breaking into anywhere? Or like, you know, he did admit to the fact that he like broke windows inside places and stuff like that. Tell me a little bit about y'all's urbexing experiences.
He 100% did break into places with me.
Okay.
I can admit my faults and say, yeah, there was definitely times where he would watch me, but breaking, let's just say that this is, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
or like for example at Metro Center, like I would be crowbarring the bottom of the lock, and then he would be like like using like the back of the hammer, like the claw part of the hammer to like pop the top of the lock because it
Yeah,
was
like
like
Jimmy
a
it open.
yeah, it was like a double door with like multiple places where it would lock in place. So yeah, he definitely did help me. So like I don't know why he wanted to paint himself as like an innocent bystander in this. It was very surprising.
Yeah, that's been the
Like
part of it that's like really weird to me, is like him, like kind of him trying to paint you as this like evil criminal on one end, and then on the other end, like acting like he never did anything wrong, even though he was a willing participant in a lot of this stuff.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
It was-
So, tell me about the hit and run that he did. Like, what was the story with that?
So, I don't know exactly what day it would have been confirmed because he never actually texted me on like his own like our phone numbers or like I don't know like Instagram or anything about it. Obviously, because it was very incriminating.
Right.
But he did text me on Telegram. I think you have those screenies, but
Yeah.
I'm
We read those
assuming
yesterday.
it would have been. I'm assuming it would have been March. Wait, March? Was it March? Fuck, hold on. It would have been like the day before those screenshots.
Okay.
November. November. Uh, okay, hold on. I'm going backwards.
No, you're
March. Nope, it's definitely not March. But I would assume it would have been November 22nd. Sorry, November 21st, 2024. I would assume it would have been that day. But from what I was told from basically all sides of the story was, uh, I mean, I know the names were blurred. Okay, I'll just say like female one and female two to make it like.
Yeah, and you can just say like what relevance they have within the story without naming their names. That would be great.
Okay, so female one was in the driver's seat, or not the. She wasn't driving. She like passenger side,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, like she was like the main passenger in the front. Apparently she was navigating. They were going to like I think they said they were going to go see snow and like fuck honestly fuck who the fucking knows what city it would have been, but like in Arizona there's like you can go up north and like go to what like Payson or like uh Flagstaff. Like it's not a very long drive. It's probably like a 2.5 hour, maybe 3 hour drive, and then you get to go see snow if it's like the right season. So they went to go do that. Uh, I didn't go because I was at work, but I also just did not want to hang out with people. I think
Mhm.
I can't. Um, but what's it called? From what it seems like, passenger one was like a bad navigator. Like that's kind of what they like both what Z-Man and female two said was like uh female one was just a bad navigator. So when they were about to miss a turn, female one was like, "Oh, like you got to turn here." And Z-Man being the amazing driver he is, he like apparently he just cut a bunch of lanes and eventually got like clipped into somebody, like cut somebody off and they hit him in the like the rear bumper almost quarter panel of his dad's van.
Okay.
Um the exact model of that van, well, I know it's a red town and country. It's like an early 2000s. It might even be like a 2003. Um, I could probably find that if I looked.
Nah, you're fine.
Uh,
But so this
But-
happened. This happened, and did he just immediately keep driving?
yeah. So from what it seems like, I think he took the exit. Like he like obviously cut her off, and from according to his testimony and female two's testimony, they like obviously the person crashed into them and then they saw their windshield shatter, their airbags go off,
Jesus.
and their car just be all fucked up, and then obviously they drove off. But the thing that like doesn't really line up is like female one said that female two told them to drive. It was like yelling at them to drive, and then female two said that she didn't say that. She told them to stop, and female one was telling them to drive off. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like two different fucking stories that I heard from the situation.
Yeah.
But basically they were just like taking like side streets and like like I think they had parked at some point to like look at the damage and just kind of like lay low, but the damage really wasn't that bad at all, like on their car. Which I don't know, would sound pretty surprising from like the damage that they described to the other car, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But
so
they drove the fuck off.
Right, they drove off, and then so he had no intentions of like actually getting a communication with the person that he hit, right?
No, not at all.
Okay. And he was trying to figure out how to avoid it best possible. I mean, he was even talking about changing his license plate.
Yeah, and I was completely willing to help him, which is not great. You know, I'll admit I was not a good person in that scenario. Like, I was totally willing to take the brunt of that for him. I was like, yeah, like, dude, just transfer it to my name, park it at my house, like, do what you got to do, bro. Like,
yeah. Yeah. I mean, fair enough. I mean, you were just trying to help out your friend. I mean, even if it was not the best decision, but I get you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then one of the things that he wanted to do was he wanted to get somebody to rob his ex, correct? Like the one who accused him of rape.
So the woman he wanted to get robbed was female 2 in that accident.
Okay, so it wasn't the one that accused him of rape.
No.
Okay. And why did he want to get her
Wait,
robbed?
no, actually, sorry, female 2 also accused Z-Man of rape.
Oh,
and
so
I
a
think
different...
that was...
Wait, hold on. So a different girl accused him of rape?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, and so... Wow, okay.
I have a statement from her, but I don't really, like... It genuinely just seems like... like, it's very far-fetched, I won't even lie. Like...
Okay.
I gotta admit that I don't really believe her story, like... I'll put that out there. Like, I'm not really, like... You know, who am I to say, like, something didn't happen, but, like... I'll be honest, like... The chick totally had, like, 20 pounds over Z-Man. Like, she probably could have whooped his ass if anything like that happened, to be honest, bro. Like, I don't want to be that, like, guy, but... It just seemed very, like, unrealistic, just from what I was told. Like, I'll get into, like, the details of the allegations if you want me to, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, October,
we'll have like the stipulation that all of it's very alleged, and from what you said, it sounds quite far fetched. But even so, we'll just put them out there. Yeah. They
definitely did have sex, but it just doesn't seem unconsensual to me. But basically, on October 31st, 2024, he was hanging out with female 2, and that's like all of her, like, he was hanging out with like 2 of her friends, and eventually, like, they went to his place, with like his roommates and stuff, and their 2 friends had left, and like I think it was all planned. Like, I think she was trying to do shit with him that night. You know, apparently there was like drinks involved. But like, it would have been like a can or 2 of Arizona iced tea, like the hard iced teas.
Yeah.
And he still probably has that evidence, quote unquote. Like, he has the can and a condom. But like, he what's it called? Like they left, and then eventually like he's in his room. They're both in the room like chilling, and apparently she just straight up asked bro if he wants to fuck, and obviously he was down. Like bro had like a huge crush on her. Like like it honestly it was a pretty fucking weird thing. Like she had a boyfriend, and like I just kept telling him like this is really not a good idea. Like I know you have feelings for her, but like you need to like push that shit down. Like not actually go pursue this because it's just not a good idea. But he ended up having sex with her. It's very it's very graphic. Like he described it like to a T to me because I didn't really believe him that it happened, and he actually I actually like to prove that it happened, like I literally out of the blue called his roommate, um and I was like, yo, like what happened that night? And he's like, oh, like you mean like the sex noises? So I was like, holy shit, like this happened. Like so apparently they just had like very like very loud intercourse on that night, and knowing that she had a boyfriend, and he actually like didn't tell me for like weeks. Like I think he ended up telling me like uh what would have probably been November November 23rd, is it?
And so essentially the discrepancy there is like she her claim is that like encounter was non-consensual.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like she didn't like I haven't heard from her directly after that because what me what I tried to do was expose her for being a cheater to her boyfriend, which like completely backfired. Um he believed me, but then as soon as like he got in contact with his girlfriend, she immediately was like she basically pulled the I'm gonna kill myself if you don't believe me. I'm like these people like did horrible things to me. Reese put a gun to my head, like all this like insane, crazy stuff. I wish I got a video of it. But like I was basically like outside of their house, just like I know it sounds insane, but like like he went in to go talk to her. She like slammed the door in my face. He's like, "Why the fuck is he here?" And like I just heard their very loud argument about how like horrible of people we are, and like how like we've done horrible things to her, and I just couldn't fucking believe it. Like hearing these things because it's like, dude, this was like my little sister at some point. Like I actually had like genuine love for this girl, and then she just immediately like switches up and like just tries to say that like we like we're like harming her or like crazy shit. And I was just like, wow, like all
Okay, so,
because you cheated on your boyfriend.
so what's interesting
Like,
about that is from the way that Z-Man talked about it in our interview, he made it sound like that was the girl who he left the note for and all of that stuff. So that's a
yeah,
different girl. Okay, so this makes so much
yeah,
more sense now. So the one that like screamed at you and like said that she was going to kill herself and all that stuff is that girl who was involved like in the hit and run.
yes, she was the uh, front passenger in that hit and run.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So that
And
makes so much more
I mean,
sense.
I have both notes to both women if you need them.
Yeah, no, I think we've
Uh,
got them. Um, okay. Okay, gotcha. Wait, so was note 2 to the girl who like yelled that she was going to kill herself and all that stuff?
It should have been.
Okay. Okay.
Let me see if it
Gotcha.
says on the note.
Gotcha. Okay.
No, page two is from. It's both the notes have page twos. Um, but there's two different notes to two different girls. But it was both in the same night that he dropped them off. Which I advised him not to do this because it just seems really weird and like kind of stalkerish. Like, bro was
Okay.
fighting like stalker allegations against his ex, and then he goes and does shit like this. So it just yeah, it goes. It genuinely seems like he was just stalking his ex girlfriend. Like, I talked to her for I think it was like an hour on what would have been Saturday, like 3 days ago, and she had described to me that like yeah, like Z-Man pulled up to her work, apparently waited outside of her work for her to get off. Um, Supposedly had followed her home. Uh, yeah, like apparently went in, like asked if she was working that day. Her manager had said no. Like just a bunch of crazy shit that I didn't even know happened. Like just in secret, just between him and her, like yes, like I'm stalking this bitch. Like you
Well,
know what I mean? Like
well, well, and I said this earlier, but like the leaving the note thing with the car is complete bullshit. They had been broken up for almost a year at that point, and the fact of the matter is, if Z-Man wanted to get in touch with her, he could have just used a mutual friend or just like gotten somebody to call her number and been like, hey, like Z-Man has something really important that he wants to like tell you. He wants to send this note to you. Here it is. Do what you want with it. Like there are so many different ways to do that without showing up to her house and leaving that at her door.
exactly. Like if I were to ever do something like that, I would just mail it. Like you don't have to pull up. Like you could just mail it to them if you really wanted to. Like you don't have to pull up in the middle of the fucking night, dressed in all black. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's very weird.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very, very odd. Okay. So and so he just to like kind of go back to this, he essentially wanted to get, the girl who he didn't date but who accused him of rape. He wanted to get her robbed because of that.
Yeah, because of the allegations, and like the things she was saying about and him and me, you
Did
know.
she ever make those public or did she just say those?
Um, I believe her and the ex-girlfriend did try and make it public. I don't know. I'd have to ask her, but I know that there was a statement from her describing like literal. She apparently tore her like like something in her spine when the accident happened. She didn't say anything. Like it just sounds so made up. Like I'm not gonna lie, but like apparently she was pretty injured about it. Um, where does it say? It says I I tore my spine disc. And according to the ex-girlfriend, like there was like a doctor like bill that she had shown, but she doesn't have that anymore.
So
Um,
she alleges that like Z-Man raped her so hard that she like tore a disc in her spine.
no, she alleges that in the hit and run accident,
Oh,
she
the
tore
accident, the
a disc in
accident.
her
Okay, I'm
spine.
sorry for
Yeah,
misunderstanding. I was just like, oh my god.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
No,
okay, okay.
yeah, that'd be fucking wild.
Yeah, okay,
Um,
okay. Sorry about
yeah,
that. Thank you
no.
for clarifying.
Luckily, no, it's not like that. Luckily, that'd be fucking horrible.
Right. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, interesting. And then, so with the thing that he was saying about wanting to cut somebody's brakes, who, like, you don't give names, but like, who was that? The person that he was wanting to cut the brakes of?
So that would have been female two's abusive ex-boyfriend. That apparently would like beat on her and stuff. Um, so he wanted to like basically commit like attempted murder on his ass, like
Right.
for doing that. Which like I understand like the anger for that. You know what I mean? obviously, like, going after like a female is like a very low thing to do. You know what I mean? Um, which is, which is why I was very against when he told me about some of this shit. I was like, bro, like, just stop, like, like, don't contact your ex, like, but yeah, like, I don't know if he wanted my help or whatever. I'd have to read the text, but like, I was not down for it. I was not like, dude, like, do not fucking do that shit. That is dumb as fuck. And honestly, it's like, that would be very hard to do. I mean, assuming they have like a normal like sedan, like where the fuck even are the brake lines? Like,
Right.
I don't
Right.
think me or him would have known where to do that. Like, and
And so-
also it's like so like I don't know, it'd just be very difficult to do and like totally like you could dead ass kill somebody doing shit like that.
Well,
so.
right. And just to clarify with that as well, like, did was this before or after, like, all of the rape accusation stuff?
After
Okay.
November 24th
Okay.
would have been, I believe.
Okay. And
24th.
female one was the one who made the rape accusations? I'm just making sure I'm following.
Female one was the female one and the ex-girlfriend were the rape
Rape.
allegation.
Right. So this was the other female involved in the hit and run, not the rape accusations one. Just to make sure we're totally following.
So there was two rape accusations from his ex-girlfriend, and then there was another rape accusation against like female one in the hit and run accident.
Right.
They
And
both
then
accused him of rape.
And then female two is the person that he was still friends with and had an abusive ex, and that's whose brake lines he wanted to cut.
Yes.
Gotcha. Just making sure. Cool. Okay. Okay, and then we already answered this question about the ex screaming, or I guess it was actually female one. Okay, explain the $50 joint story, because that's what he uses as an explanation as to why he stopped being friends with you and liking you.
Yeah, so during VidCon 2024, I don't even think I should name who it was. I think does he name who paid me the $50?
He said Adam.
Yeah, so Adam literally like did some weird shit. Like basically in the middle of the night, like I guess Z-Man had some joints from like a dispensary in California, and I assume he just like kind of took them from Z-Man's room in the middle of the night when he was leaving the VidCon house. Like I don't know why, but he felt bad obviously and like wanted to like make up for it. So like obviously I was in contact with him after VidCon because we're friends, and
Yeah.
I was just telling him like, hey, like I could pay, since I had already had his like payment info from something. Did I? Nah, that would have. I don't actually. Yeah, no, I had his payment info because he helped me pay for like parking for like Universal Studios or some shit. So I was like, well, since I already have your payment info, like I could totally just like give you like you could pay me and I could pay him type shit. But I guess during that time, I just did not manage my money very well. So when he sent the money like randomly, I think like 20 of the 50 just immediately went to like my negative balance on my account. And then obviously since I had no money, I was just like, dude, like I'm just gonna keep this fucking like $30 remaining balance. But I'm just gonna pay bro back. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm just
Yeah.
gonna fucking
I'm just gonna do an
like, it
IOU
shouldn't
sort
be-
of thing.
yeah, it's like it shouldn't be a big deal. Like I got him. Like I just need to like wait for like my next paycheck. But like that just like it just slipped my mind. I was pretty heavily on drugs at that point. I was like smoking weed like every day, and like I really don't remember like a lot of what happened in those couple of months. But yeah, I was basically smoking until I just could not remember anything. Um,
And so,
so I eventually told Z-Man about it. Like I think this was literally the last time I saw Z-Man in person. But like I had mentioned it, not thinking that it would have been like a huge deal. You know what I mean? I was like, hey, like he came to pick up like a carpet cleaner off of me, uh, to like help clean his carpets. Um, and obviously I'm like, yeah, like I got you. And um, I think I mentioned it as like an offhand thing. I was like, yeah, like this happened, dude. Like I'm sorry. Like I'm gonna pay you back though. Like because by that point I didn't have a job. I was in rehab, uh, outpatient, you know. So it was just like a thing of like, yeah, like dude, like trust me, when I get that type of money, I got you and blah blah blah. But I think he like in the moment he didn't seem like pissed off about it. It's like okay, like like you're good, like because obviously I mean we've been friends for so many fucking years, like we've been through so much shit together. Clearly, like $50 doesn't mean shit. Um, but I guess he like internally thought I was just stabbing him in his fucking back for 50 fucking dollars, and it was just a huge thing to him.
okay.
But um, yeah, I never ended up paying bro back for that because we stopped being friends, and I'm not just gonna send someone money who I mean, the real reason I haven't actually paid him like back like even recently is just because I feel like if I send him that money, he's just gonna send it back. He's like, "Fuck you, traitor."
Yeah. So did he
Like
end
I
up
want to
like
find a way without being creepy to send him money, but it's just I
sure.
don't think he'd even take it.
But like after you guys saw each other and everything, so did he end up like
Clarifying to you that like that's why he didn't want to be friends with you anymore, or did he just like stop talking to you?
So, um, I had went to LA with Duper in like a very late December, early January for like New Year's, and I had gotten a call. He called me at 7:54 in the morning, his time. It would have been like eight something for us in LA, and he basically just he calls me, and this is literally what he says. He says like, "Fuck you, Reese. You're a greedy Jew just like Josh. You stole my $50. You stole my megaphone. Uh, it's like I'm done. Like blah blah blah." Like it was a very short call, short angry call, and I was like trying to say like, dude, like what do you mean? Like I got you back. Like I didn't steal anything from you. Uh, like I got you. Like don't trip. And he's just like super pissed off. Like I could have said nothing in that scenario to like make him chill out. And then I don't know. He's like, "Fuck you, bye," or some shit. And I'm like, okay, that just happened.
So he just kind
And
of
it's like
freaked out
so,
on you, basically.
yeah, like he thought I was like betraying him for hanging out with one of my friends, Duper Trooper, which like I didn't know they had issues. Or if he told me, I forgot. Like I genuinely didn't know that something was going on between the two of them, or else I just wouldn't have went. You know, like it would have been that simple. Like I don't know why he would not like just secretly be beefing with somebody and just not tell me. Like
Yeah.
it just makes no sense to me.
And just expect you
But
to know,
according to
essentially.
him, yeah, but according to him, it's like, yeah, like Duper had said to like cut me off and like not be friends with me over the $50. Or so that's what he claims. And I'm just like, all right, like, but you still didn't communicate that, like,
Yeah, and he just
like,
expected
I
you
don't,
to know, which is like bullshit.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and And he still kept my carpet cleaner and all that shit. So it's like, whatever, bro. He definitely came out on top with that carpet cleaner.
Yeah, he really won.
Yeah.
Okay. This is another thing I saw in the text, and I just wanted to like ask about this because I was like, "What the fuck is this?" At one point, you talk about like going on a trip with Z to Chicago, and you talk about like needing him to like, you know, do stuff to make sure that your gun's able to get through like security at the airport or something. Why are you going to Chicago, and why do you need to bring a gun?
So we would go to Chicago. Like I think we went like 2 years in a row to Juice World Day. They don't do that anymore.
Obviously.
But I'm like a huge fan of Juice World, and he was probably like the only person that would actually go with me. Um, I didn't know the laws for Chicago, like the gun laws for Chicago. Like that wouldn't have even been possible anyways. Because I know you could bring like a firearm like through TSA if it's like a legal state and like stuff like that. But I think Chicago, you have to have like very specific like permits and shit for the firearm. So I don't even think it would have happened. But like, I mean, I don't like the reason I have firearms in the first place is purely self-defense. I've had a lot of encounters with people. I had a gun literally in my face like 3 months ago. Like people are fucking insane, you know. Like people are unpredictable. People are insane. Like it's not like I'm just in the trenches, you know, fighting it out. Like no, it's legitimately like I'll go to a party and someone will put a gun in my face. Like it just crazy shit just happens. So you can expect like paranoia
Yeah.
and like wanting to be protected, you know. And you
I
know how
get you.
dangerous Chicago is.
Yeah, no, I mean it's
Chicago's
extremely
basically
dangerous.
a war zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically a war zone. So I just feel very unprotected in Chicago when I don't
Yeah.
have anything. But
No, that's fair.
it's just-
I figured it would be something like that. I just wanted to clarify. Okay.
yeah, for sure.
Got you. Okay, has Z-Man ever done drugs with you?
100%.
Okay, because he acted like he never has.
Yeah, so we actually smoked together when I got my marijuana DUI. 5.
Okay.
You know how he's like tries to pay me as like a huge criminal. Hold on, I think my headphones just got fucked up.
I can hear you fine.
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, sorry, someone was trying to call me.
No, you're chilling.
But he was smoking with me. I have a video of us smoking weed at a park, August 10th. Or what I believe is August 10th. Maybe it's like the 8th. But no, he was fully willing and complying with us smoking together, and he was totally fine with me driving, fucked up and high. Like he didn't suggest Uber. He didn't drive himself. He's like, yeah, like Reese got it. I had dropped him off, and I basically went to jail right after that, or I got detained for alleged. I got detained for DUI suspicion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that wasn't an arrest.
Yeah.
But he just makes it seem like he never cooperated or did any of this stuff with me, but he was a fully willing compliant or fuck, what the hell is it called? He was fully willing and like encouraging it, basically. And yeah, we've definitely done other drugs together. Like we did mushrooms probably twice together. I have videos from that night. Not of us like with the drugs, but just us being fucked up off of them, you know?
Sure.
So it's like it's definitely very true that happened.
Okay.
And he was never like, yo, don't smoke, bro. You gotta drive. Like, you know, it was always just let's get high. Like
Yeah. Okay. One of the other things that Z-Man alleges is that Duper popped perks with you. Did that ever happen?
hell no.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Figured it didn't. Okay.
No.
Okay, cool. Has Z-Man ever done anything violent around you?
Dude, he's very erratic, very compulsive. Like uh violently slamming the door of his ex's car and like storming off because she didn't play the right song. Like she handed me the phone to play this song called Workout Plan or like whatever the fuck it's called by Kanye West.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked the wrong fucking one. I think I picked like the interlude instead of like the actual song. And he was just so fucking pissed off, so done with the day that he just jumps out and just slams the fucking door hard as fuck. She bursts into tears. I'm just like sitting there like, whoa. That was probably the first time I've ever seen him like that. But there's definitely been other instances, like when we met up to talk about E-Turbo, like he was very, very pissed because obviously his mom's like he thought his mom's like house did get leaked, like doxed, but he thought E-Turbo did it himself, so he was like very mad, discussing how we could get his channel terminated for X amount of money and like asking if I would go half with him, like in person and stuff like that. Just very typical, very typical stuff, you know.
Right.
Dude, when he moved out of it, or when he actually got kicked out of his like roommate, like he had like a roommate situation for a good couple of months, and he was like basically evicted because I don't know, like it honestly, like the eviction was very stupid, like for the most part, but like they basically evicted him for being violent, for being sporadic, for being crazy. I don't know. I haven't talked to his roommates in a minute, but I could probably get like statements from them. But I know that he punched a hole in the wall. And they had to like patch that up. I know he's yelled at them, been aggressive towards them. Not anything like physical, I don't think, apart from like punching a fucking hole in the wall. But when he got evicted, he was pissed. Apparently, he was like he threw one of the roommates' like shoes on the roof, and he actually straight up like he spilled something in the front room, like a carpeted front room. Apparently, it was like some shit mixed together, but like the roommates when they had to clean it said it smelled like piss. So he might have deadass just whipped it out and just pissed in the living room. And then also, his roommate's car, like his truck, it was a Nissan fuck. What the hell are Nissan Frontier. It was a older Nissan Frontier. He decided to just whip it out and piss in his truck apparently, or like spray lemonade mixed with piss in it. Like I don't know. I guess I might have watched him do that. Like obviously telling him not to, but there's no fucking stopping him when he when he wants to do something like that.
Yeah.
But just a bunch of like really just fucked up shit, talking crazy. I mean, I'd be like, in his defense a little bit though, like the roommates were just like really lazy and like didn't pick up after themselves, so he felt like he had to do a lot of shit for them, and he was just very angry about it. So when he got kicked out, he's like, I did so much for you fucking guys, like, fuck you. You know, I was never late on my rent, blah, blah, blah. These lazy fucks were, like, it just, I don't know. It was an interesting situation, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, it sounds like he's got a lot of unhinged shit going on.
Yeah, and we always encourage therapy. We always encourage you to talk to a professional. I hope you got that help you needed.
Yeah, no, for sure. Okay. What was that story about him like running at your car?
Dude, that was some crazy shit. So right after we had left an abandoned building, We met up at like Waffle House to like, I don't know, to eat, to like chill, to talk. Um, and I think after we ate, female two of the hidden run story basically was telling me like, hey, like Z-Man has this microphone or this bullhorn, and he's been like really annoying with it. He's been like yelling at homeless people, so you should like take it from him as like a joke. And I was like, I'm down. So like as I'm leaving, like dabbing everyone up, like I just have it in my car, and my little brother's driving because I think I was on a suspended. So he, I drive off, but then I guess someone told him, or like maybe he just thought it was gone. So he like dead sprints at the car as we're like leaving, like we're like on the road driving, and he like I guess he thought the window was open and he tried to jump in, but the window obviously wasn't open, so he just ended up smacking the side of my car, um, which is just nuts. But it scared the shit out of me, dude. I mean, I was high as a kite. I'm sure he was very high, you know.
Yeah.
But it was just like a crazy situation. He's like, dude, like you robbed me. Like you fucking robbed me. But in reality, it's like, no, like one of your close friends, like two of your close friends pulled a joke on you, dude. It's not that big of a fucking deal, bro. Like not everyone's out to get you. You know what I mean? Like it was just he just blew that shit out of proportions. Used a joke to like levy his way into saying that I'm just a horrible fucking person. Yeah,
I got you.
Some crazy shit.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, to your knowledge, before all this stuff with Duper, has Z-Man ever tried to pin something on someone falsely around you, or just that you know of?
From the top of my head, no.
Okay.
I mean, the E-Turbo thing, maybe. I mean, he thought that E-Turbo doxed his mother, so he was very pissed.
Yeah, when you met up about that, was he like, was he kind of, did he have that same energy that he had with you over like the messages? Was he like trying to like fucking gun this guy? Like, what was the deal?
Yeah, 100%. Like, he was pissed. Like, he wanted his whole YouTube channel taken down. Like, he... I don't... I'm trying to think. Like...
Well, he said in those messages that he wanted to shoot him.
Yeah, he said in those messages he wanted to, like, beat his ass and stuff. Like, you don't gotta shoot him. He didn't want me shooting him, and he wanted to beat his ass. Which is insane because he was a minor at the time. Like, E-Turbo was literally not 18 at the time. So it's like, I was telling him, like, that's wild. Like, it's really not that fucking serious. Like, I don't know. It was wild to me. I tried to tell him, like, no. Like, fuck no, don't do that.
Yeah. Okay. And then... Okay. So those are my questions for you. Do you have anything else that you want to share that you can think of?
Well, I definitely have some things that I want to be like upfront about because he said that I committed a drunk hit and run in my mom's car on her birthday, which is just like, it sounds insane. It's an insane story. That did technically happen, but it's not how he thinks it happened. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The point being, I actually met up with the person that I hit unknowingly. This is gonna sound fucking insane, but I basically met up with my pastor of the church, of the camp thing that happened. I met up with him to basically admit to it, like to admit my wrongs and like basically repent on it. And as I was telling him the story, he basically flat out said, like, yeah, like that was me. Like you crashed into us. And I was like, holy shit. Like, no way. Like, I was just in fucking shock. And honestly, such a fucked up story that I don't like telling. I didn't tell people. Like,
Yeah.
not even Z-Man knew that. But like, yeah, like I crashed into my pastor and drove off, but I ended up reconciling with my pastor. He said it was all good. There was no damages, there was no injuries. So luckily, nothing actually happened in that scenario except my mom's car got fucked up and I had to pay for it.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm very, very fucking glad because that could have been horrible. I could have killed Zach. I could have killed myself. I could have hurt my pastor. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it could have just been a whole mess. But luckily, it didn't end up being like that. Obviously, I've calmed down and don't drive fucked up anymore. I don't get fucked up anymore. Like, I can't believe the shit I was doing back then. Like, seriously. Like,
Yeah. Fair. And then anything else that you want to clarify, or just like anything else from about Z-Man?
so Z-Man claimed in his interview with you that he was 6'2". He is not even 6 foot. Like he has to be maybe like 5'9", 5'10", and it's very obvious in photos because someone who's actually 6'2" towers over the fucker, you know. So I don't know why he would feel the need to lie about that. Maybe he was joking, but he didn't sound like he was joking. Like he genuinely just said like, hell yeah, I'm 6'2".
Right.
And then you're like, yeah, like me too. It's like, bro, like, why does he feel the need to lie about shit like that? Like, it really doesn't help his case, like, at all. I'm trying to think, like, what else. I was writing down some points when you called. I was like, so he said I stole $3,000. First of all, the actual figure was $2,200, and I didn't steal anything. Someone gave me money for going through with rehab because I had credit card debt, and someone was nice enough to help me pay it off, basically.
They
Like, I was
basically
like,
were like, hey, if you get through rehab, I'll pay off your credit card debt.
Yeah, because the
Gotcha.
whole like I didn't want to go to rehab because so much debt, like I needed to pay it off, and he's like, dude, like if you go to rehab, I'll pay it. And I'm like, all right, bet. And I ended up going to rehab for it, and yeah, like what an amazing fucking guy for doing shit like that, you know?
Hell yeah.
I would have probably never seeked the help if that didn't happen. So
Well, good. I'm glad
very
you did.
glad. Yeah, for real. That shit actually saved my fucking life. So I'm trying to think of what else. I did not steal $3,000. I have a screenshot and like a statement from the person who paid me that did not happen like that. It's never been like that. Like we're still close. We still talk to this day. Like we're not. He does not feel like I stole from him. In fact, it was a gift and all this other stuff. But
Got you.
yeah.
Okay. And
I think that's it though.
Okay, cool. And then we do have one question from chat. Do you have any beats cooking? Big fan of College Party.
Yeah, bro, we got a lot. We got a lot coming. I got like 3 music videos ready to drop. We got some crazy stuff coming.
Hell yeah, dude. I know that my chat really liked College Party.
Dude, I got some more stuff coming, bro. I was in a music video last night.
Okay. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, great. Well, dude, if that's it for you, I'll let you go. But I really appreciate you coming on tonight, and yeah, for answering all the questions and kind of clarifying everything.
Yeah, thank you for having me, man. I mean, I don't know where else I would have went to tell my side of the story. I appreciate you platforming me.
Yeah, dude, of course. No problem.
Heck yeah, bro.
All right. Well, you have a good night, bro.
All right. Thank you, and thank you, chat.
Yep.
Shout
Everybody.
out. All right. Peace out, y'all.
All right. Bye, Reese.
Bye.